Hey, happy 4th, everybody. That's right.
America
Right
Day.
there, right? What that
America
says.
Day. Yes. How's it going,
You
everybody?
got the Patriots hat, I got the BCM hat. I got
That's
the American
right.
flag, you got the freedom. We're going full American.
That's right. That's right. Hey, I hope everybody who is stateside right now, you're not drinking coffee. You're finally having a beer with us. I mean, it'll be
It's your
super
day
early in the
off.
morning, but
Yeah, it's
who
maybe 9
cares?
a.m. It's maybe 6 a.m.
Hey,
Depends on where you are.
My first beer yesterday was at 9:45. So right there with
Not gonna judge. Yeah, I'm finishing a non-American beer. Although this is about the most American beer. This is not. This is like my pre-warm up beer. Uh,
Nice, nice.
this isn't
Yeah.
what I'm drinking, so I'm not going to ruin the what am I drinking tonight. This is the Hop Lantern Strata from
Mm.
Taihu. I got this at the Taihu.
Super fancy
It's
can.
like I don't know if you can get all the sweat off of this humidity.
Oh, yo, that looks
S-
really nice now.
Dude,
Like if you wipe that sweat off,
look at the
my
sparkles
goodness.
on that, man, and like the
Ooh,
yeah. Trust me, for how much I paid for this stupid can of beer, it better be freaking nice.
that'd be good.
I will tell you, I'm kind of a hophead. I will put this against any brewery in America. This is a solid 9.5 out of 10 IPA that can go head to head against any of the breweries in America. Um, but I have way more American drinks for later. I think we both do. I think we
Nice,
have
nice.
drinks and
Yes, we
food.
do. We do have some American stuff. Bumpkin, you got to add whiskey to his coffee again, but no, you got to drive. You got to do some grilling stuff. Hi, Masaki, Stew, Private Bumpkin, of course, Cotito,
Starseed,
Starseed.
Cotito, yeah. Winky,
I, the producer.
the
Hello.
producer. Everybody's here.
Everybody's here. It's good to see everybody. Good to see the familiar names celebrating Independence Day with us. I'm going to finish drinking this delicious, delicious beverage from Mr. Koshida-san.
Oh, that's still
It's it's
that's
it's
the
the
remnants
same
of the
one.
Koshida
The
delivery.
That's right. This is the Koshida delivery services.
What is that?
This is the
P
Okayama Chuhai, the peach Chuhai,
the Pigu Chuhai?
the Pigu Chuhai. No,
It
it's the
looks like
Momo Chuhai. God
Momo.
damn it!
Momo.
Oh, whoops.
Different language. Yeah.
It's the Momo Shuhai. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. My goodness gracious, do we have some Fourth of July stories to tell? But yeah, it's good. Speaking of like buying American drinks, so like there's a Don Quixote that way, right? In the middle of nowhere,
Like right here.
Teradacho. In the middle of nowhere, Teradacho, super residential area, local as all hell. They didn't, let me tell you what they didn't have. They didn't have Budweiser, but what they did have was Sierra Nevada.
What?
I know. I was like, what?
What? I've seen it here. It's
No.
often on. It's like one of those like it shows up once every like six
Yeah.
months
So
and then it
I bought
disappears.
all I bought all last four cans of it. I was like, what? What?
There was
How?
I was gonna try to find it, but I couldn't for the show. There's a Sam Adams here. It's like a summer beer with like lemon, a
Uh-huh.
little touch of lemon, not like a
Oh, like a
shandy.
Radler.
No, it's not like a Rattler. It's like literally just a hint, like a boop, like a boop touch. It was beer. It's like a
Mhm.
Sam with like somebody squeezed a little lemon in it, like that kind of thing.
Oh.
So they actually have there's a Sam Adams tall boy running around here somewhere, but they might have sold out of them all. And I saw him
Oh,
a few weeks ago, but I haven't seen him in like Seven and Family since then.
man, I wish I was drinking a Sam Adams. That was
Yep.
for the producer. Good morning, Uncle
Oh,
Alan.
Uncle
So
Alan's
nice seeing
in.
you. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, see, we got all the Americans here now for the July 4th, for our July 4th episode.
Daga Allen there.
Yeah, I know. I am going to now bring out my American beverages. Guys, give me 1 second. My
All
fridge
right,
is over
I'll,
here,
I'll
and
go
my
do the same.
cable
I've
is
got
only so
mine
long.
queued.
BRB.
All right. Hasta luego. So, anyway, yeah, if you guys haven't realized, this is our 4th of July show. It's still the 4th here and probably the 4th where you're at. For those of you who aren't in a celebrating country, we'll explain the nuances of the 4th from an American's perspective and then from a foreigner's perspective. I guess a expat, if you want to call it. I don't know. So, not really expat because I haven't like left. I still hold all my American stuff. Actually, I just had to send off to get my passport renewed. So
Oh, joy.
I know,
Joy to
right?
the world.
At
Hi,
the tune of
Herman.
130 or whatever the heck dollars it cost me.
Yikes.
I know, right? So
So, in honor of America, today, I am drinking
what do you got?
A Jim Beam highball.
Okay, that's about the most Japanese
Come
slash
on.
American thing you can
Come
ever
on.
do. That's
Come
like the
on. Jim Beam.
that's the perfect crossover right there,
Come
man.
on.
You got Jim, you got a highball. That's awesome.
Yeah,
What else?
I got a
So,
Jim Beam. Oh, and of course, the most American of Japanese foods.
oh, food. Okay,
Yes. The America dog.
American dog. It's a corn dog.
That's what they call it here though. It's the America dog.
The America. So a
Yes.
corn dog is the America
It's
dog.
you actually go to 7-Eleven and say America dog. And then they're like, here it is.
Is it in like the little hot, like in the seven little hot counter next to where like
Yes.
the Fami, like the Fami Chicky
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the seven
The
Chicky?
Nana Chiki and all that and the karage. Yes, it's right there.
Well, it's funny.
America dog.
It's funny you have that because I went to Family Mart and I got an American hot dog, literally.
Wow.
And that's what That's not May Guo. What's that? What's that word?
美式
May Si. Okay, May Si. Rugo.
American style
American
hot dog
style
burger.
Rugo. Yeah.
But it's a 热狗堡. So it's like
热狗堡.
it's a hot dog
bun.
burger.
Burger. Oh.
Yeah.
Rugo.
Whoa, that's some heresy right there.
Yeah.
Hot dog burger.
Hot dog burger. By the way, what's interesting here in Taiwan is anything with two pieces of bread on it and something in between is a burger. Not a sandwich. It's a burger.
It's a burger. That's right.
It's weird,
burger.
right?
That's right.
So anyway, I got
It
the
is.
about as American I go. I got to throw this in the mic.
Yeah.
I mean, look. If you look
And
at
I'm
it,
gonna
look
take a bite out of
inside.
my
Wait,
American
look. It's
dog.
got like cheese. Is yours already hot? Yo,
Mine-
where's the mustard,
Mine's
bro?
not hot anymore.
Where's the mustard?
They only gave me ketchup.
What? Heresy. Haram. That is haram.
Hey, at least they didn't give me wasabi. Okay.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. So dog bread.
So there, America dog.
American dogu. Well, I'm going to show you my drinks.
Okay, let's
I
see it.
did find Budweiser, but it's a very.
Yes.
You and I were thinking the same thing. So I got
Yes.
the only bottle of Jack I could find is like the little airplane bottle. And then this is a proper Budweiser here. Like the can's kind of wild. And it's actually from here. It's actually Taiwan. It's actually, I think, brewed here. This is not a sticker. And the can, I don't know if you can tell, the can's got these ridges on it. Like you can kind of tell, like it's ridges, like
Yeah, it
vertical.
does.
It's not
It's,
like smooth. It's like I don't know. It's a very Japanese style the way they do.
It's definitely ridged for his pleasure.
Yeah, ridged for. There you go. You can probably see it there. Like the light, as the light moves in the sections, it kind of bars off there. You can kind of tell. I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. And just a little different details. Like there's no hole on the top. So interesting. So I've got a Bud and I got some Jack because, well, Tennessee, right? I was going to do
Yeah.
Jim, but Jim's not Tennessee. Like I figured this is about as home state as I could possibly be. For those who don't know, I'm actually, from Tennessee.
Wait a minute.
Jim's Kentucky.
I see some strange heresy here.
What's some heresy in then Jim Beam?
This is, I wouldn't say like, it's just bizarro. It's Jim Beam, but it's a Santori. See the fine print right there?
Tori, yeah, okay, interesting.
I see what you're doing, Santori.
Yeah. Molded stippling for better grip. Yeah, exactly. Actually, Bumpkin. And Alan's already here bagging stew.
It's
Yeah,
not
so I got I'm curious if Bud should taste the same. Should. Been a long time since I've had a Bud though.
You think so? I think it's because we haven't had Budweiser in a long time. So when we do drink Budweiser, we always have the, oh wow, this tastes different.
Hey, and by the way, everybody here, I just want to show you just from Taiwan here. First off, don't be pregnant and drink. Don't sorry, I got crap nails. Don't drive. And oh wait, that's 18 and up only, baby. Just make sure you're at least 18 when you drink this. By the way, if you don't know, drinking age here in Taiwan's 18.
Oh, I have to be 20 to buy this.
20 to buy that? Yeah, it's 18 here. So
Yeah. American beer, Russian beer is all the same, made in Taiwan.
no kidding. So we're here for the celebration of the 4th, even though there's no fireworks. Although something very American did happen as I was getting ready. So I went to the gym right before the show, which I always do on my
Right.
nights. Kind of finish my day working, go hit the shower, go hit the gym, hit the showers. I'm in the shower, and, like it's on the side of the building, so like my shower is kind of on the corner, the bathroom area, and And there I've got the window open, which opens to the side of the building, and I front a major road, and I'm near like the entertainment district here, and I hear this noise, and then it's like it's a fight. I'm like, super 4th of July. There's a fight going outside, right? Which is pretty rare. Right? I mean, like, Taiwan's really super chill. You never hear fights, right? And you hear like screaming, yelling. I'm kind of looking out this tiny little, like the window's small, right? I mean, obviously you don't want to see people want to see you shower, right? So it's like just whatever. So I'm like peeking out the window, looking, and there's like guys just they're kind of pushing a fight, and then it's like whoop whoop, here come the cops, right? It's like and it's like 6 cops come in, like 4 of them up on scooters, 2 on cars. It's like full on like bad boys. I'm like, this is the most American thing that can happen on Independence Day.
Yes, drunk dudes getting in a fight.
Drunk dudes getting in a fight on Independence. I was like, this. All right, I feel like I'm back home. I really feel like I'm back home.
Okay, Masaki, that makes a lot of sense. Santori bought Jim Beam back in 2014.
Wait,
now
like,
I understand.
Like Beam
they bought,
International?
yeah, but if they did, it makes sense. Santori is hella powerful.
Santori's big player, big player.
Oh yeah.
So,
but this, I don't know. This Jim Beam's a little. I prefer the Kokopin Santori highball myself. Just saying.
Mark, you saw the photos I sent. I went to producer and I went to a yakiniku place.
Yeah. Okay.
Like literally like half like 150
good?
meter.
Was it
150
good?
meter. Izakaya. Sorry, yeah, Izakaya.
Izakaya,
Izakaya. Yeah, it's like 150 meters that way, and it rates super high, like really good. So we went there. We tried out a whole bunch of their food. Pretty legit for Taiwan.
Nice.
I'm gonna tell you, like really legit. And I sent you the picture of that.
Oh yeah, they got that big boy highball.
Big ball. I was ordering some big boy highballs. I got the lemon highball, and in there they do some pretty legit pours of gin in there, man. So and they do a discount. So if you get there within a certain time, or you order enough food or whatever, they'll give you a discount on those things. So
yeah, we had some of that on Saturday. Yeah, I took some of the boys out for some drinks on Saturday night. Masaki came and joined us later. Went back to my go-to place down in Tsuruhashi. It was good. Food was good. Drinks were flowing, No fights though, which is okay. Very Japan.
Yeah, very Japan. No fights. It's
Japan,
usually
no fights.
Pretty rare. I'm telling you, man. The only time I ever hear yelling in like what sounds like it would be a fight is typically if I look out and pay attention, it's usually like a mom yelling at their kid that got off school that probably got bad grades on the street, like literally like dressing their child down in public, probably for getting like bad grades or doing something wrong.
Probably getting like an A-.
Hey, I wasn't gonna say it, man. The skin's a little too pink for me to make jokes like that. So.
Poor kid came home. I'm sorry, Mom. I got an A-. An A-?
Yes.
You're sleeping with the dogs tonight. Bam.
Well, I understand why. There is actually, at least here in Taiwan, based on your grades in school and your national test, that every year they do like a national test.
Right.
Scores, it's where you get ranked of what school you can attend. And that's all the way up the
your
food
national
chain.
average. Yeah.
So if you start screwing up at an early age, you're boned for the rest of your career.
Yep.
Like, so
Yep.
you, from
Uphill
an early
battle.
age, you've got to be like top of your game, and then you can go to the next school. And then you can be top of the game, and you can go to the next better school. And that's how you get into the best university here.
Yeah. And Hong Kong is the same way. But in Hong Kong, the worst part is, there, unless your mom or your dad or one of your relatives are in cahoots with these well-to-do companies and or schools, you're not getting it. So
Doesn't matter
no
your
matter,
grades at all?
Yeah, dude, you can go to University of Hong Kong as an honor student. You can come out and you will not make it past middle senior management because somebody else's nephew is somebody else's friend, and why are we going to promote you? I'm going to promote this guy who does nothing so he can give you a hard time. And so when you do the hard work, he gets all the praise. And you get pooped on a Tuesday while you have to go eat McDonald's with your girlfriend that complains again. Everything you do. Sorry, that was a little too close. That was a little too close to home there.
Personal, Mark.
I don't know. Too close to home there.
That seems real personal. I don't know.
that was speaking from some experience.
That felt real. It felt a little real there.
Yes,
Not
I
gonna
also
lie.
climbed the corporate ladder in
Yeah.
one time of my life.
Yeah, you did that. We're not going to name the company prior to your airsoft career.
Well,
This is
that is,
previous to
to
that.
be honest, once I kind of got to the point where I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna do me. Management actually was like, yeah, okay, you know what, we're gonna pick this guy because this guy really doesn't care, and we can let him go yell at everybody, so we can look good and he can look like the bad guy. And I was like, I don't care. I was making a lot of money anyway, so
Isn't that the way? Like
yeah,
when I started getting promoted is because if you're I found this, if you want to play the corporate game, if you are too valuable with your specific skill set,
yep.
then you will never get promoted because
No,
it's like you're too
we have
valuable.
a wild David Lee in the
We
chat.
have no, we do not have a
we have a
David Lee.
wild
We have a
David Lee
wild David
sighting.
Lee in the chat. Oh, that is true. Welcome to the show, dude.
Oh, David.
I haven't seen you in forever.
I know.
Shot show a few years back, 3 years ago. I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, like if you're like too good at what you do, and this is what I've like even told like the guys that were like, hey, if you're too good, or you haven't trained somebody to take your job over, if you are too good, somebody's like queued up with like the skills, then you're never going anywhere.
Mhm.
Like you're like once you stop caring,
Yeah.
you start checking out a little bit. Like what was that Mike Judge movie, Office Space? Holy crap! That guy's like just stopped showing up to work, fishing, bringing his fish, cleaning on his desk. Once you that's extreme, but like once you like kind of check out a little bit, you'll be surprised if you've got skill. You have to have skills though. You can't be like a
Yes.
total moron.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once you like kind of dial it back, like let's move this guy up. He didn't care. He seems real chill. If you're too serious, I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't know.
Oh, Uncle Alan, were you the one who sent, Dave the invite? If so, thank you, Uncle Alan. You're the man.
Burn the ladder. Yeah, corporate ladder. Man, we got the whole crew in tonight. This is a good. I guess everybody's off today.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's
See,
off.
this is what I like to see. I like this. I like
Well,
to see our American.
This is where we might need
brethren.
to change our hours so everybody can be on. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I think I don't mind changing our hours.
Me
My
neither.
biggest question actually is, if we change our hours, do we change the date?
We're gonna have to change the day because, like, if it changes the hours to make it acceptable for the states, like, it's gonna kind of roll into your work day.
Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't mind doing, let's say, like on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, that would be
So
actually
then
good.
it'll be Friday. Yeah, it would be great. My only concern is I don't want to be waking up at 9:30 in the morning, crack a beer just to go back to bed. Because I know I cannot. I'll do this. I'll do the show and we'll finish at like, I don't know, 12 o'clock noon my time.
Mhm.
And then I'll probably be 3 or 4 beers in. And then I would really want to go to the gym. And my dumbass would chug pre-workout after drinking, then go into the gym.
And you dehydrate and you black out on your
Yeah.
second set at bench when you're trying to get like
and I'm gonna try to
trying to hit your
you
8
know,
rep max.
That's right. I'm gonna try to impress, right? I'm gonna try to impress, and I'm gonna try to squat, and then I'm just gonna collapse, and it's not gonna be pretty.
No.
And then I can't show up at that gym anymore because I'm gonna be that guy.
Yeah, I was like, you're the guy that had to like on the rack, you had to do the bench, you had to do a roll off, the roll of shame,
Yeah,
Once you do the roll of
exactly.
shame once, you can never go back to the gym
Oh,
again.
dude, I had the most embarrassing moment of my whole gym career on Saturday. You know where number one, my gym, bless these people, everything is so clean. So when you do a bicep curl, you have that curved bar
Yeah.
and you stack the weights on the side.
Yep.
So there's only one set of clamps, and then some guy was using it. And so the bar is really slippery. So I grabbed the bar and I'm just doing curls. And I got good balance. I'll be honest. I got good balance. I don't mind, hyping myself up a little bit. I'm good. But like I go up and then I pull, and then this guy walks next to me. So I try to move. And the moment I'm lifting the bar up, I knock the machine next to me, which knocks my whole bar out of whack. And then all the weights on this side start going down.
And then
And
the
I'm
other
trying to
side
save it. And I'm trying to save it. And I'm going this way. And it's going down that way. And then I see the corner of my eye, because it's a 24-hour gym. There's no PTs there. I said, there's this guy standing right over here as one of the staff, just looking at me like this. And he's just waiting for everything to fall off. And he's just looking at me. And then he comes over to me. And I think he's trying to tell me in Japanese, hey, if you're going to do this, next time just use the clips. And then because he was trying to tell me, the clip.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't look, the guy's doing bench press. I can't go steal his clips. And he goes, oh, yeah. Oh, be careful. Be careful. And I'm like,
Or they're
go
pretty
menasai,
cheap.
I will.
Dude, just go to Amazon. Japan has Amazon. I know it does. I know you guys do. Just go get some clips on Amazon and just donate them to the gym. Like literally bring them in and just ninja in with them. Like bloop, leave them there. Like just get the springers, man. Don't get the
It's
fancy
okay.
plastic clips.
Next time, I'm just gonna go a little bit further down to where the bench press is, like the squat rack is, in between that bigger empty space. I'm just gonna go there. just I'm just gonna go there.
Yeah, it's because I've noticed this too. Like at least here, like I like people like they tend to get really uncomfortably close when I'm doing workouts. Like same thing. I'm like doing like live. I'm like there've been some times where like they've grazed my bar and I'm like stink eye, right? I'm like
Bro, not cool.
yeah, not cool. Like it's one thing. I get it. Things are kind of tight here. I usually like whenever I'm on, I try to position myself. You know, if it's kind of close away from everything. But come on. Now the gym though I switched to now where I my new place, it's flipping huge. It's massive. So like nothing's tight. So if you're gonna graze my equipment, you're doing it on purpose. But what they'll do is
Yeah.
they'll come over like wherever you're at here, and they'll just take the weights off your freaking rack.
Yeah, I know, dude. I don't care if you take the weights off, but ask.
Yeah,
Ask.
because I might grab those 2.5s
Yeah.
to throw on here next.
Yeah.
Like, so
Ask
don't
me.
take my only 2.5s.
Dude, like if this is my that was my biggest issue with going to the gym in Hong Kong is they just did not care. They would come over to your wherever you're
Mm-hmm.
working out. Yes, clearly I did not need that 5 pounder, but what if I did? You
Right.
know, you could at the very least you don't have to talk to me. You can just wave, point, okay
Here, wait till I
sign.
finish my set.
Yeah.
Then
And
like,
then I will be okay.
yeah.
Take it.
Yes.
Like people here, they do it. People here, they can't they can't talk to me. I go to the gym here. They do it all the time. They tap me on the shoulder or they try to get my reflection. You get me looking at my reflection at the mirror and they point and they say, oh yeah, of course, please, you do your thing. But man, I hate it. I hate it when they come and just assume, right? Oh, I'm just going to take this.
Yeah, because I've had people like literally yoink out. Like I'm starting a warm up set, right? Like I'm just
Yeah.
like doing the bar. I'm doing something light, and they'll come over and they'll yank away what I'm going to use. I'm like, whoa, you know?
Yeah.
And I know enough. I know enough to like speak up,
Hmm.
and I like because it's like you're like in the very early stages of Japanese. My Mandarin's like, it's okay. It's,
Yeah.
it's just trash. But I'm like, I'm not conversational, but I'm like, in certain
Well,
situations,
two things, right?
functional.
Two things, right? Like, so the first thing is like number one is really distracting, and when they come and do that, like if you're in the middle of like let's say something heavy,
I lose focus.
yeah, if you lose, if you're really you're in it, and it's something heavy, and you're trying to push out. My God, you come and take my weights, and you get my brain off
Yeah.
of it. I may lose focus, and this thing could drop on me.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying it's dangerous. That's number one. Number two, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's just not that hard.
Yeah.
It really just not that hard to come and ask, And I would say people here can do it. People anywhere can do it, right?
Yeah.
Just I don't get it. I don't
Yeah,
get it.
I don't know. It's something about I don't know. Maybe it's just like Hong Kong time. Maybe it's like the ingrained in the Chinese culture. Like there's not like the gym etiquette isn't like a thing.
Yeah,
Like in the
I think
States,
so.
like I'm
Yeah.
used to going to the States. Like you don't take someone else's weights. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey bro, you using that? Hey man, do you mind if I grab the fives? You're gonna use those next. If not, I'll go to another
Yeah.
rack. Like I'm super chill. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
can I? Like you always like. I'm not even a gym bro, and I'm like, you
Well-
always ask.
The States is also chill to the fact that because fitness is such a thing now over there.
Mhm.
Like people would even come and ask you for a spot.
Yeah,
Well, I remember when
never
I
see
was
that here.
Oh yeah, you never, unless you're friends, and you definitely won't see like a girl asking a guy for a spot. Like for example, when I was visiting Rob, Kaiju, back in Colorado Springs, we went to the gym one night, and then one of the girls came and asked me, said, "Hey, can you give me a spot over? Trying to do some shoulders." I'm like, it took me a while. I'm like, are you talking to me?
Yeah, are you like, huh?
Sure. And I was like, yeah, hello, I'm in a normal, socially interactable country.
Right,
This is
like-
normal.
Because if you're going to the gym by yourself, for those of you who don't really go a lot,
Yeah.
if you're gonna hit your heavy, like you're gonna really push that day, like hard, you may need somebody to help you. Like if
Mhm.
you're really gonna push it, because otherwise, I mean, you could drop these bars on you and like it's no
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
no safety net. Like on the bench press and some other like things like there is no safety net. Like if it's
Yeah.
going down, it's hitting your rib cage.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's why because sometimes working out here alone, especially when I'm doing a lot of overload stuff, is just not very easy because number one, if depending on the time I used to go, like even in Hong Kong, like on Saturdays during the week, there's no way in hell I can ask for a spot because usually the people who go are a little bit younger, they're not as well built. And some of my boys that on the football team that they used to go with me, they're just not as big as I am, and they can't lift close to as heavy as I do.
Sorry, nobody's as big as you,
Ooh,
Mark.
I'm just saying, right? Hey,
Bro Rogan
open
over
carry.
here. Got Bro
Open
Rogan.
carry, it's
Dude,
back,
I'm telling you,
okay?
man, you're trimming
Open
down.
carry.
I'm not gonna lie. Like since I saw you last, you're already trimming down and like toning up.
Dude, it's 6 days, man. 6 days. This last week was 6 days. Sunday was my only day off. It feels good. It feels really good to be able to do that again. But anyways, neither here nor there. But I totally get it. Like for me here is the same thing. Like I wish I had a guy that can go with me a little bit more frequently to help me with a spot. But I also understand it's a little difficult, given the fact that sometimes I'm pressing. When I'm doing a bench press, I'm doing like a 90 kgs, almost 100.
Right.
3-4 reps. My poor guys that, my colleague that goes with me, I'm just now getting him up to like lifting 60.
Yeah.
On
So
a
for
bench
him
press.
to even do a standover and lift up.
No, he wouldn't be able to do it. He wouldn't be able to pick up the bar, no less try to spot me.
Right. Like I'm not jacked you. Like today I was like what was I, 80? I was doing 83 sets 12.
Mm-hmm.
So for my normal, and actually I just moved past that. So I was able to hit it. So and I lost a little because I went to the States and only worked out like twice. And then I was like in quarantine jail for I was like 45 days. And I think I had like, out of 45 days, I had like 3 days in the gym. So it was like, I'm on I just wrapped week 2 of like legit, like on program, like staying on back on my thing. So it usually takes me to about mid week 6 before I've got like all my strength back. I'll start hitting PRs about 8. So basically, this leads us into what we're going to talk about a little bit. We haven't even got to the 4th of July stuff yet. This leads talking about what we're going to do later this year. Mark and I have been talking about doing something leading up to some travel that I'll be doing to Japan.
We can talk about it now. The dates are out.
The dates are out now. Yes,
the cat is out of the bag.
Exactly.
now.
We're waiting for the cat in the bag. So
wait, sorry. The squid is out of the bag now.
Yes. The
the
Kraken has been released.
We have Uncle Alan in the chat.
Yeah,
Can we pander a little, please?
Yes. Are we guys getting married? Yes. We have to do it here in Taiwan. It's the only place where it's legal.
Yeah, the Constitution was upheld here, saying that same-sex marriage is not constitutional. So.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, here it's green light, baby. So come on, Mark, let's do it. No, we're gonna.
I don't want to go. I don't want to marry you yet.
We're doing a work
because of that stupid quarantine.
Yeah,
Maybe there's no more quarantine. Now think about it.
So anyway, we're gonna be doing a workout challenge. So
Yes.
I don't know we haven't really decided what like the goals are gonna be, like how we're gonna set it. Is it like a body fat percentage? Is it like a weight loss, a weight gain? I don't know. Like depends on what our body comp is.
I think for me it will be a weight loss. Well, I don't want to say that because
you want to recomp.
I'm back onto chasing heavyweights. I hate it, but God, I love it at the same time. But I think for me, it's more like I want to be able to at least get back into playing shape. Like I know I'm not going to play anymore, but I want to get back into playing shape, which was 2021.
Yep.
So I at least want to get back into that. So I know kind of where I'm at. So I think ideally, if I drop another, by the time November rolls around, hopefully if I can drop another 10-ish pounds of just fat and maybe I gain five of muscle. So drop 10 plus 5, or drop 5 plus 5,
So I think we should do is this. I can do it here. They've got a Tanita, like you can pay, it's like 200 NT, so it's like $8. I can go get a full legit body fat analysis. So I think what we should do is, can you do that too? You got somewhere you can go and get that?
I need to go check.
See if your gym offers that.
The gym doesn't offer this. But my problem is if it needs me to take off my clothes, I can't go.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's why I said I'm looking for a +5, -5. I have like I've been doing this enough. I kind of know where I would be for the most part. So I think
Okay, so
I'm
maybe we do
just
this.
getting
We can
back
either
on the
do
cardio
a
now. So
strength, or we can do maybe we'll figure out how we can set the rules. I can either do because I was thinking we can do a body fat, a body
this
comp.
is this is
But
how we
if you
can
can't
set the
get to a
rules.
machine,
This is how we can set the rules. I'll ask Scott what's his deadlift right now, and then we'll do one leg day with Scott here, and I'll ask if they can let guests come into the gym. We'll do one leg day, and then our goal is to at least be on par with Scott for leg day.
what you want to do leg day? That's not even my best muscle.
Come on, come on, it'll be fun. It's Scott.
So basically, we'll do it, and then we meet with Scott, and we try to beat his 1 rep PR.
Yes.
What?
You
Sled? Are we gonna do?
Be
what are we-
thankful. Be thankful. I'm not saying that we're gonna do cardio with
We're
Scott.
gonna do like COD. That guy. We do.
Yeah.
No, you and I would never hit that. That's
No
impossible.
way. I don't know how he does it with all his drinking. I don't know how Manning does it.
Yeah, that guy. I'm trying to think what can we do for. Do you want to do that? I mean, that would be. Because I'm not really great. I mean, I've got okay legs, but I'm not great on legs.
I don't know. I think you could set a goal for you, and I'll set a goal for me, and I kind of know where I'm at right now.
I think it should
physically.
be a percentage. It should be a percentage. Like, so maybe we look at this. We look at a strength
Mhm.
increase. So we okay, if you want to play the strongman game, we can do that. So I'm usually go for body. Like, I don't usually go for like too much body change. So I like strength. I like watching my numbers move up. So maybe we'll do this. We'll say, okay, once the game starts, we start and we try to move. So we set our, 1 rep max, or we do like 3 rep, well, maybe a 3 rep max. Where basically that. So it's a good number. Whatever we're gonna pick, we'll pick like maybe 2 or 3 exercises, 3 rep max in each, and then we look at our increase over the term of like 30 or 45 days, and then we verify our results in Japan in the gym together to show
Cat
the number.
Masaki.
Book a hotel with a decent gym for the challenge. Yes, there you go.
Yes. Yo, then we can actually, if times work out, then we can do this on stream with Scott and with everybody.
Yeah. So maybe we look at a percentage gained, and then we prove we have like the honor system of what we gained, and then we do a proof of concept with our best 3 rep max.
Yes.
And so we have a chance to really hit a new PR if we want to get there. Because once we get together, you know it, I know it. Like with Scott there, all of us there, like chances are we're all gonna hit a better PR because like you get hyped, you get your buddies around you, you get a little extra adrenaline, and you're gonna hit that little extra number.
I thought you were gonna say something else. With me there, with Scott there, with your buddies there, what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
We're gonna be drinking.
Dude, I'm gonna be that's
We're gonna
what
be
we
drinking.
We gotta do it the first night, otherwise we're toast. We're gonna lose everything. I'll be like, we're gonna be doing like rails of like pre-workout just to get ready.
Yes. Yes.
I'll be like dry scooping.
That's literally what's gonna be. It's gonna be dry scooping, and then you're gonna take a Red Bull and you're gonna wash it down with a Red Bull. That's
I'm
what it is.
gonna import my own Red Bulls. Forget that Japanese Red Bull. It has no caffeine.
Oh no, just the normal. They have the normal ones here.
Huh?
Yeah, like the silver and blue can normal Red Bull.
But check
Yeah,
the
they got
caffeine
normal ones.
content on them. They're weak.
Okay.
They're weak sauce, man. Masaki taught me that. Masaki, am I right? Help me out. You're in chat. Like all the energy drinks are like everything's in it except the caffeine, right?
I don't know. Well, then again, let me be very honest with you. Like after I've been drinking so much pre-workout, I can go back to the US and drink an energy drink, and it doesn't. It just gets me over the edge a little bit. Like it's me over the hump, and that's it. Like
Man.
it doesn't do me any good.
I'm telling you right now, the only energy drinks that do anything for me in the States are Ghost and C4. Aside
You know
from
what?
that,
The Ghost Sour Patch Kids was pretty good. That was a good recommend.
yeah.
That was a good recommendation, man. That was.
I've
pretty
got
good.
that in pre-workout. I've got that in powder form, and it's pretty much like the drink that you're gonna get. It's good. It's pretty legit, and it gives you the tingles, man. It's like the only pre-workout I can take now that still gives me the tingles.
Yeah, my bucked up still got it. Still
Yeah,
got
well, your
it.
bucked up's good stuff, man. I was looking into
Yeah,
bucked
still
up
got
more.
it.
I might have to pick up some bucked up.
Yeah, just get like their. I really like their blood raz, just their no their normal one, their red one.
Hmm.
I really like their blood raz, but like they have so many other flavors I want to try. So
You can
yeah,
get a
it is what it
GNC,
is.
man.
I know, but they don't have it here.
Well, hey,
So
what I'll do is I'll get a care package between now and Japan. So what I'll do is this, I will get some shipped here
mhm.
and I will bring it with me for you.
Thank you,
Done.
thank
So,
you.
by the way, I've got
So
my my pour of my
your
one and a
Jack.
half, not quite 2 fingers, like what? It's like one finger of Jack
So
in my
let's get into
Cavalon glass.
nice, classy.
Yeah. All right. So enough about us talking about the competition. By the way, Chad, if you got an idea of how we can measure this, because Mark's obviously a lot stronger than I am. How do we measure?
Getting back
Like,
45 ACP now.
yeah,
Not
like,
nine
and
millimeter
I'm
anymore.
shooting 9 millimeter here, right? So like, it's a little different. How do we figure out like to make it fair? I think it's got to be percentage based. It's got to be like gain based, like how much we can gain, not numerical, but percentage.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the only way we can make it fair-ish.
yeah.
So, Chad, if you got some ideas, let us know. We're curious. Just how do we gamify this to where we can have something that's measurable, and it can't just be one body part, because like
Yeah.
there's gonna be certain areas that I'm stronger than Mark, and Mark's stronger
And
than
it's got to
me.
be entertaining too, right? It
Yeah.
just can't be like, oh, hey, why don't you guys just, see who can squat the heaviest?
Yeah, then I'd lose.
Well, then
Like,
Scott would win.
Scott would just crush us, right? Like, yeah, I think I'm with you on total body fat, but Bumpkin, here's the challenge. Mark can't go to these
Oh.
gyms and take off his shirt because when
Well,
you do
I
body
gotta
fat,
go.
you have to
Yeah.
do it just in a pair of like tight shorts, and
Like,
that's it.
I can go and see. Maybe I can check with Masaki tomorrow, like where I can actually go do this. Maybe
Mhm.
there's like a. Dang, maybe I need to go
Oh.
pay for a clinic visit. I
been a
don't
long
know,
time.
right?
It might be because I'm gonna do I can do the Tanita scale, and I think if we can do body fat, it would be the best way because then because that can even show recomp and everything. And so if we
Yeah.
can make adjustments, like I've got plenty of little squish on me. So what I can do is I know you're in strength mode, so we can stay in strength and build mode all the way up to when the competition starts.
Yeah.
And then we go cut. So we
Yeah.
switch to cut mode
Yeah.
to the competition. And then we
I'm
have
kind of. Yeah, go ahead.
no, then we have our way off right before we go to Japan.
For sure.
And then we ruin all our gains by drinking.
Yeah, I know. It's just that first day.
Yeah,
But for
done.
me right now, like I'm at the point where I'm just kind of starting to prep for it. I got back on the treadmill for the first time in a long time. Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
I
cool.
can go somewhere close to the office. Awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, for the first time in a long time, I was able to get back on the treadmill. So for you guys who don't know, like when I started I think midway through last season, I think during COVID season, my coaches came and talked to me and they wanted me to play a bigger role on defense. So they didn't want me to just play outside linebacker. They wanted to play middle linebacker, D end, and defensive tackle. So they want me to like beat all up in the faces of all these gigantic human beings. And they wanted me to, hit first, ask questions later. So they put that on me and they're like, well, we want you to do a bunch of run stopping and so on and so forth. So, sorry to get in the weeds of American football here, but essentially what my coaches wanted me to do was see that guy, hit that guy. That's all they wanted me to do.
You were
See
the
that
water
guy?
boy.
Yeah. See that guy, hurt that guy. That's what we want you to do. That's all we want you to do. See that guy, hurt that guy. So what I ended up doing was I really took a lot of time and doubled, tripled my weight output, like how much I was lifting, my power output, food that I was eating. So I buffed out a size and a half after that. So, I mean, if
Well,
you're
you
gonna,
said you had to have a little, like you had to have a cushion of fat on you to take the
yeah,
hits,
you
right?
need a little bit, of that fat on you. So like for me, I was running about 22 to about 23%, maybe like give or take a little bit less, I think it's like high teens, low 20s, fat percentage, which, for how big I was at the time, it's quite healthy, to be honest. Like I can still breathe and see a bunch of, 4 of my abs. The producer was happy. So, this is what it is. And so I kind of want to get back to that,
So you want to, so from now
Come on, Jay.
until, so yeah, Jay.
Come on, Jay, bro.
So now until like, what do you want to do? Like 45-day challenge, like 6 weeks?
I think, so the event's in November, right?
Right. like early
I
early
think,
5th. I think it's 5th.
yeah, yeah,
right?
it's the 5th. So I think maybe we can start kicking off the challenge in September.
So, okay, so if you
Kind
want
of
to do an
slow roll it
we
up,
could
you
do an
know?
8-week challenge. I think
Yeah.
that's usually a good shred. Most shreds I've seen are like 8-week challenge.
Mhm.
So I
I mean, we're
think,
not bodybuilding, so we don't need like a 6 month out,
oh my
you know,
God. I'm
hardcore
not.
cut.
I'll tell you right now, you will not see me weighing my food. That is not going to happen. I'm still going to eat like normal. I'll just cut out a few of the show might be a little lighter on this, so
Yeah, I know.
I'll stick with the clear hard stuff, and that's about it. So anyway,
Moonshine right there.
yeah, PGA 151. So I'm thinking, yeah, if we do 2 months out, that's way plenty time. 8 weeks. We can do a total shred and do a body fat loss. Because like
Yeah.
that'll give us because we're now on the 1st of July, that gives you 2 months, gives you 60 days to bulk.
Mhm.
And that's pretty good. They'll give you
Yeah.
a 60-day bulk, right? And then they'll give you a 60-day shred.
Yep.
And that's good. Like usually you go shred in the middle of summer. So we're going to be rolling in November with the shred after a 2-month bulk. So I'll just hit it hard like you are. So right now the rule is this. No, like, because obviously we don't want to you don't want to put on too much weight. So we'll kind of just, the rule is eat to gain muscle, but not to get crazy overweight. And then you and I have 2 months to shred down. I
Yeah.
like it.
It, to be very honest, like it's actually outside of if your goal is to cut carb, Japan is almost impossible. Uh, this is the
Same
land
here.
of double carbs, man.
Yeah,
the land
it's way
it's
more
the
like,
land of
oh, you get noodles and then they
ramen
give you rice.
with a side dish of rice. Dude.
Hey man, if you can cut the noodles, rice is better. I think gram for gram, rice is lower carbs.
Dude, let me be honest with you, man. I discovered something magical called soba meshi.
Soba
And
meshi,
it's,
what's that?
it's so good. So you know yakisoba, right?
Yakisoba, yeah.
So imagine yakisoba, but replace the noodles with rice.
Huh?
Yeah, and then Masaki knows, and then imagine taking the noodles, then they dice it, and they put it back into the rice, and then they fry it up like yakisoba, and it is the most delicious thing in the world.
That's double carbs.
It is the most delicious
Or wait,
thing.
the other thing I saw was what? The Japanese mian mian bao,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Mian mian
yeah,
bao.
exactly.
Yeah.
The yakisoba
Which is
sandwich.
yakisoba sandwich. So like it's a
It's
double
so
play on
good.
words. It's
It's so
literally
good.
mian bao is sandwich, like a bread, right?
Yeah.
And then mian is noodle. So it's a noodle sandwich. Noodle bread
Yeah.
is like the word.
Dude,
So
it's so good. Like soba meshi, yakisoba sandwich. God,
Yeah.
this stuff is so delicious, but my goodness, it's double carb.
yeah.
Double the carbs, triple the fat content. But it just you feel so good eating it. I just had to have it tonight. But like
Well, you gotta have some
you-
carbs,
you-
man. You gotta do some refuel
just-
days.
it felt so good. And after eating it, I was like, oh, that was so carby.
You wake
But it
up,
was
your
good.
scale. Like I notice when I do nights like that, if like I do like Saturday nights, Saturday's like game on. Like pretty much from
Yeah.
Friday night, and so I have 4 meals, Friday night to Saturday night, and I'll it's game on for me. Like it's whatever I want to have, and then I try to
Yeah.
be good the rest of the week.
Yeah, the same thing
And,
for me. Same thing for me. Mine is usually like Friday nights. I'm still good. Saturday, Sunday. Those are my days. So Saturday, I'll still hit the gym in the afternoon, if all possible. Saturdays, I'll hit the gym in the afternoon. Like this weekend, I just hit it in the afternoon. Hit it real hard, like 2 hours, just intense. Finish it off with some cardio. Go home, and I'll probably go out for some drinks. You know, go out for some izakaya for some drinks. You know, see my friends up in in Zurahashi, and then like the night will go however long the night goes, and it is what it is.
Yep. But man, that's kind of my thing too. Like I need to go. Let's start talking about 4th of July. I'm gonna go
Yes.
microwave a hot. What
You
is
do
this?
that. So
Level 4. Thanks for giving me the time, you idiots. I don't have a level 4 in my microwave. So,
Oh,
by the way, they
you-
like you can ask for this heated up at the place, and I think they're just telling you like, it's definitely not 4 minutes. I think it would be
yeah, don't do it for 4 minutes. It'll come out. You know?
468 calories, 14 grams of protein, 30 grams of fat. Nice.
I'm gonna
Okay.
have another
We're gonna
America
just
Dog.
rock this baby. Cool. I'll be right back in, I'm guessing a minute and a half, maybe. And you're gonna eat your American hot dog. I'll be right back. It's hot dog time.
So everybody, so people back home, how are you guys celebrating the fourth? I know Bumpkin's off to grab some grilling stuff. What about everybody else? Starseed, what y'all guys doing? Hope you guys are enjoying the holiday, America Day. So I'll let you know what I did yesterday. Well, today, the 4th, I went to work, but yesterday we met up. Some of us went to go hang out, have some barbecue at the park. Oh, nice. Uncle Alan's having steak. Anto brought you guys. You guys got donuts in the office. That's fantastic. Oh, in the office, we had pizza today, courtesy of Koshida-san. Oh, nice, nice. David, awesome. Going to the range. Dude, I see y'all new guns. It's nice. It's nice. I see it. But yeah, so we went to the park. We had some barbecue. Barbecue in Japan is very interesting. This is the first time I've actually been to like a barbecue outside of the one that the office hosted. The one that the office hosted was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty out of this world. But what we did at the barbecue was there was a barbecue area at some of these parks here, and at this one park here, and then I'm telling them about my barbecue adventure.
Oh yeah, 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 I saw that. Yeah.
So it's at a park. So at the park, there's these barbecue areas that you need to kind of call ahead and you'll book. And then if you have enough people, you can kind of get the Gucci area where they give you a tent. And inside the tent, there's these, it's like tables with really low kind of chairs. So you're kind of sitting low, you got tables. And then inside one of the tables is like a grill, kind of like when you go have yakiniku here. So you bring your own meats. That's all you got to do. They have a pit that is built into the table, and you're there. You're drinking your beers. You're having a good time, and man, it felt pretty good. Not gonna lie. We had pork, we had beef, we had some chicken skins, which is highly underrated. If you haven't had barbecue chicken skins, guys, you got to have some barbecue chicken skins. We had some large intestine, Haramon is what they call it, large intestines, which, so one of our guys had the bright idea of opening up the whole packet of this large intestine. And they took the whole packet, and put it on top of the grill. So that's essentially like 80% fat, and they dumped it on top of the grill.
It starts dripping fat.
Yes.
Somebody's never grilled before.
But get this, it didn't catch fire. What happened was it started to smoke. Like it smoked so hard that the smoke was bellowing outside of our tent. And like we had to clear out, like our eyes were watering. And then like it literally looked like someone was hot boxing. You know what I mean? It was so bad. It was so bad and so like embarrassing.
Families over there calling the cops. Hey, these guys are over here doing some shady
I think they were really worried until some of us rolled out and they saw, oh, they're white people. It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
This one mom literally had the look of concern, and then she caught a look at my face and she went from concern to, just felt sorry for,
bless your
stupid
heart.
Foreigners. You don't know what you're doing.
You got the Japanese version of the Southern bless your heart.
Yeah, bless your heart. You're just an idiot.
Stupid. Baka foreigner. Let my hot dog cool. All right, I think we're edible level here. All right, let's give it a test. Still, the best hot dog in Taiwan is at Costco. Although there's a place over here called Time Out. Weird, it's called Time Out, right? And very kind of American-ish name, but it's a Danish hot dog place. It's right here in my neighborhood, and it's like behind the grill. It's all Taiwanese people except for the owner. He's Danish. and he's pumping out hot dogs. Yeah, and they're actually pretty damn good. So he does Danish hot
Nice.
dogs, but they've got all the Danish spin. So like, and they get bigger and bigger. So you can get like the double extra L. I think it's called the Thor.
Does he get
Dog?
upset when you call it a hot dog? Like,
The
you know,
Thor. Stu knows. See, Stu knows. He's like the Thor. You see, Stu's in. Yeah, the Thor
it is
dog.
called it's sausage, yeah, not the hot dog.
No, it's the double extra large is the Thor. All right. So speaking of, I got that. By the way, never make eye contact when you eat a hot dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna look this way. Just you know. You done? Okay, you're done. Or when you're eating a banana. Don't do it. You know, one thing I got to give props to Hong Kong, and I can't believe that sentence came out of my mouth. But Circle K in Hong Kong has a pretty good hot dog lineup. There's like 3 of them. The melted cheese hot dog at Circle K in Hong Kong is pretty good.
All right, 5 out of 10. Not the worst, not the best. Needs mustard. No mustard. All right, hang on. I'm gonna fix this problem. Be right back. What is it about Asia?
I'm not the only one
No,
with no mustard.
What the? Be right back. Hang on.
Anyways, yeah. So yeah, Bumpkin, you're right. You know, it'll smoke, but man, this smoke was so out of control. Like it was not pretty, man. It was so embarrassing. I got out of the tent and I just like I didn't want to make eye contact with anyone. I didn't want to let anybody see my face. I was like, I was hanging in my head. I was like, oh man, this looks so bad.
Mission complete, man. That's why I have
Yes.
it's straight up imported too. I think this is from England. No, it's an American one. Okay, cool. Sometimes they come from England, sometimes they come from America. Who knows?
Yeah. So, but anyways, I think the highlight of the barbecue, I could easily say it was the beef, but that would be something y'all was expecting.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm going to tell you the highlight of the barbecue is our guy Ryan. He whipped out a bag with 3 fresh squids inside. Bro, yo, if y'all never had fresh squid on the barbecue, that while they were cooking, he took his scissors and cut them up in sections. And then, you know, just fresh squid, still got the beak and everything in it. Oh my God, y'all missing out. It is so good.
You chop it up after you grill it?
It was whole. He put it on whole first, kind of grill it up whole. When the moment it starts changing color, then you got to take the scissors and then you chop it up. You know how they do it here, right? It comes in the rings. Then you chop it up. Chop it up. Still got a little bit of the feather in it. Still got the beak. You got to spit the beak out, but all the flavors in it. It was so good. So good. Not gonna lie.
6.5 out of 10 with the mustard.
Nice.
Better. It's too sweet. Like the dog itself is like not overly sweet, but kind of sweet. The bun's kind of sweet too. Like definitely, I don't know. Costco still has the best dog. I don't know. Time Out's got a good dog too. Like Stu said, the Thor dog, it's the way to go. But if you want the American version, Costco dog.
David, if you ever make it out here to Japan, you know, when travel is back okay again, tonkatsu ramen, great. But I gotta take you to a ebi shoyu ramen. Shrimp shoyu. So I went back. I went
like
back
the
to
fish
it.
one. What's the fish one called?
Yes, there is a fish one. Yikes. It is like a bonito fish.
It's the dipping style too.
Yeah. It's a God, it's
Hang on.
escaping my mouth.
I got it saved on
Paging Koshida Travel Services.
No, Koshida Travel. It's the one he recommended to me. Hang on, I got this. I got it, man.
Yeah, but like I went back to the shrimp place, and this time I tried their shoyu, the ebi shoyu ramen. Oh my God.
I saw that. You posted that.
Yo.
I was like, yo, that looks so good.
It's so good. It's so good. And the best part was it had it had 4 slices of medium rare Japanese chicken.
Oh, which is something you won't have outside Japan.
I do not dare do that anywhere outside of Japan.
Never.
No way. I do not want salmonella.
No, the only time I've had rare chicken only in Japan. Hang on, let's see. Hang on. This is Masaki's recommendation. Let me find it. Is this it? No, that's Nanba. Tempura Makino San.
It's in Namba.
I think it's in Namba area.
Dude, I was there like 2 nights ago.
It's a yakiniku place. Senpo. No, it's not it.
Namba's got so many good places, man. It's got so many legit places in Namba. Did Masaki ever take you to that small shabu shabu place where like everybody has their own small pot for you to do shabu shabu?
I don't think so.
Yo, life changing. It was
Place.
amazing.
Oh, that's Tempura place. Oh, I forgot about that.
Life changing, not gonna lie. Also, the yakiniku place close by our office, bro. I can't say this enough. 100 yen per drink for the first hour. Oh my god, they figured it out.
Well, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Sanpo Men.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think that's it. Masaki, help me out. That's the fish dipping ramen, if I do correct.
Sampomen Sinsabashi.
I think that's the one. They have a
Okay,
couple
then I'll-
locations.
Then I will go try it out.
I think that's it. Shampomen Synergashi. That's the. Help me out, Masaki, if you're watching. I think that's the one I bookmarked in there. And I've been there a couple times now, and it's really, really good. So what you get is like the noodles separate. You get all the pieces for ramen separate, and then you get like this really, really, really super, super thick
Oh yeah.
seafood broth. Like seafood, it's like stick,
Super
and you take the
thick.
noodles and you dip it in there, and then you eat it. Like so, it's like kind of dry noodles.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I still have to say that shrimp-based tsukemen, the dipping noodles that I had in Kuroma Market. Oh my god, that was still to this day. I'm like, I will go back there every week.
I think the shrimp is
good.
really, really, really tasty.
Dude,
There's a shrimp
it was
one
a-
here. I've ordered. It's only on Uber Eats, and it's super hard to get because you have to pre-order on Uber Eats.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a real shop, so here you have to order ahead, book in advance, like for like a day or 2 or 3 out, and they're only open 3 days a week, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's so weird. And it's a dry, it's the dipping shrimp style. And you get a side of like ground up, like dried shrimp shells to go with it, to dust on it.
Right, bro. This place, I swear, man. The best part about this place is 1,000. It's 1,050 yen.
Oh, really? That's pretty.
10
Ramen's
it's
pretty
10.
cheap. Ramen's
Bro,
pretty cheap.
it's so cheap.
No, I'm sorry. No, that's pretty cheap for ramen.
God.
Ramen here is actually not cheap. Ramen is like,
Yeah.
if you want good ramen, you're going to pay
$20.
13, 14 US. And that's
Like in
just-
Hong Kong, if you want like
that's the
like,
baseline.
good ramen, like ramen that you can say like, wow, this can keep up to Japan. In Hong Kong, you're paying $20.
Yeah, you'll probably
You can't
pay
walk
close,
away from $20.
You'll pay close to 20. Oh, I just got mustard all over my leg. You'll pay close to 20 here if you want something that competes with Japan.
Yeah, but
Pretty much.
but here's the thing, like with Hong Kong, I don't know if this is Japan. Like with Hong Kong, the ramen has always been like, it's either, really just not worth your time, and or it's like, oh, what, you know what, this pretty good. Like this can keep up to Japan. They can keep up with Japan, like middle of the pack, Japan ramen, and in a lot of places you can go to like, oh man, this is Japan quality, and because the chef is Japanese and the owners are Japanese, right? But then like, the thing is, it's in Hong Kong, all the middle tier ramen is just, I hate to say, just not worth your time, because it's not like something that's like, wow, I would definitely come back here, but it's not like, wow, that was terrible, Oh yeah, Masaki, yeah, he showed me some pics. 500 yen ramen in Shinjuku on a Friday night. What?
Really? How big's a bowl?
Regular size. He said he got the extra chashu as well. But yeah, he showed me the pics today, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's
I'm trying something.
wow.
Yeah, that's 500 is cheap. It's $5. You actually, it's less right now. The conversion, it's like probably $4.
Yeah, man, dude, 500 yen is becomes
That's
a
cheap.
coin. Okay.
So Stu says Toto ramen. So I got a Toto right here. I went to it for the first time and the second time this last week. So Toto
Mm.
is a chicken ramen place.
Oh,
They only do
a
chicken based ramen, like the
Tori
broth.
Python ramen.
Yeah, you can get with the pork, the chashu, or the
Mhm.
actual chicken itself,
Right.
like meat. But the actual soup base is chicken based,
Yeah, that's
and
also
it's
super big here now too.
pretty freaking good. Like Toto's,
Yeah.
I would say it's pretty legit, and it's about $8-9 here. It's pretty good,
Yeah.
and it's solid, man. I'm telling you, it's like if you need like a good and their noodles, oh, they
Mhm.
cook they just make them just like I always hate the overcooked noodles, and even like I want mine a little touch on the chewy side, little undercooked, and
Mhm.
that's how they do it, and they're so good.
Yeah. In Hong Kong, I always select the slightly over, like the slightly soft
Oh,
noodle consistency, because for some reason or another, Hong Kong can never get the noodles right.
really?
So in Japan, I always just go for normal, just regular, whatever they're serving, I'll take it. In Hong Kong, when they give you the choice, right? Like I know some of like Ichiran, and they let you choose what like how you like the chewiness of your noodles.
Right.
But man, my goodness, like the in Hong Kong, for me, I always have to order the slightly soft ramen, and then when it comes, the consistency will be just like here.
Really?
Yeah, I cannot get the regular, because when you get the regular, I feel like it's a little
Too
too
tough?
undercooked.
Oh, too
It's
undercooked.
it's
Yeah.
it's got a little bit of that, the grit and the center.
Well, Razvan has joined the chat, and he's humble bragging.
Oh yeah, I
You
see you.
savage.
I'm in my
Yeah,
hotel,
my
and I'm
hotel.
gonna take a
Yeah, we
shower,
know you were heading out with Greece, right? I
and I'm
think
gonna hit the
last week
beach.
Greece.
Dude,
I
I
think
don't
it's
care where he's
Greece.
going. He's going to somewhere with a beach.
He's going to a beach in Greece.
But hey, I'm not gonna complain. Fingers crossed for me.
Hats off to you, bro.
You know,
Enjoy.
yeah, you enjoy that, Razvan.
Jay,
You
it's
earned it.
funny. You asked me what my thoughts of Ichiran are. I have never gone because if I want to go here, it's like you have to kind of go and get a. No, here's why. There's only two Ichirans in all of Taipei, all Taiwan. Period. There's two. And if you want to go, you have to go 2 hours in advance. Go put your name on the
What?
list. Yes, and then you got to be there, and like the app will tell you like, oh, you got to be here in this time. If you're not here, we're gonna skip you. Like it's you have to pretty much give up your day or half your day to go do it.
What? But it's
Yes.
24 hours. Can't you go like at super late night?
Maybe if I tried to go like at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday or something, it would probably be okay. I'd probably walk in. Yeah,
What, bro? But Ichiran is like the McDonald's for ramen.
it is, and
I
you
mean,
can buy.
I'm not saying that in a bad way, guys. Like I'm just saying it is like Ichiran is like the McDonald's of ramen, because number one, you go in and it's consistent. You consistently get the same thing every time. You're not going to be thrilled. You're not going to get your mind blown. It's literally like the McDonald's of ramen. It's not bad. I think it's a great starting point for a lot of people who want to kind of get a semi-authentic taste to what ramen is. Semi-authentic, not super authentic, but
That's the thing.
it is what it is.
I like at this point with like going to Japan a lot, finding the different types of ramen I like. I feel like I will be underwhelmed going to Ichiran. I don't know exactly. I'm Saki saying it's overrated. I feel like at this point, like this kind of my perception of it is. I feel
Yeah.
like now that I've had a good chance to like figure out, like I found a couple really good places around here. They're not perfect, but they're good. Like there's some places that do it, like behind the counter, they're speaking Japanese. Like
I
literally nobody speaks Chinese. Behind the counter, it's all Japanese. The chef there is Japanese. He's moved here, so I feel like I'm getting some. And I'm like, all right, this is pretty good ramen, right?
mhm.
But I feel like Ichiran is. Hey, Misaki, what's that one I stumbled on in Tokyo, and you were like, oh, that's a good one. I would have sent you there anyway. I
Bro,
forget the
I
name.
think I finally had a good analogy for Ichiran. Not McDonald's, not McDonald's. It would be Burger King,
Burger King. Okay.
because Burger King's not super ubiquitous like McDonald's, right?
Okay.
But then don't you kind of sometimes get the fact get the feeling that every time there's a Burger King that opens overseas, right? Some of our friends always tell us, "Oh my God, there's a Burger King that opened up here,"
I'm like,
and the lines are super long. Like it was the
really?
same thing in Hong Kong. Burger King was like the shiz for a while. Everybody was lining up for Burger King.
Really, and it's
Yeah.
here. It is. I found it. It is. What was the one? Kushu Jangara.
Masaki hit the nail on the head. There's
Is
no
that
good
it?
reason to take you guys there.
Yeah,
Show it.
exactly. I think this is. I think this is the one. I mean, come on, focus. There's the Japanese underneath it.
Oh, Kyushu Jangara.
I think that's the one
That looks really
I
good.
stumbled on,
Go.
and Misaki was. I sent him like, "Hey, I went here, Nate," and he was like, "Oh yeah, this place is really good. I would have sent you there." Yeah, this is it. This is the one. I'm looking at the inside pics for sure. Like this is. He's like, yeah, that's one I would have sent you to.
I need to fill up. BRB.
That's in Tokyo though, and they're the cool place about that is, like, you go and do that, and then they have a sign up. And they have it in English. Thank God they have it in English. They tell you what to say and they how to pronounce it in English. But when you're done eating your ramen, you can say this, and they will give you another helping of noodles. So when you're done, you can get a second helping of noodles. So what you do is you finish all your noodles. Yeah, Shangara. Yeah. Okay, Akaraba. All right, cool. Yeah, Akaraba. Yeah, that's the. You told me I sent you a link that I was like, hey, I walked past this place. I saw it on Google, and I was like, it looked good. I went in and I was in Tokyo for a couple of days before the last Crytek Owners game. I was solo traveling, just wandering around the city by myself and discovering all kinds of stuff. And I stumbled on that place, like, oh, hey, this gets good reviews. I'll walk in. And so I just walked right in and got it. And Masaki's like, oh, yeah, I would have told you to go there. It's like one of those, like, yeah, that would have been like a place I would have told you to walk into.
So go ahead.
Anyway, but yeah, so this place, like, they'll tell you that, I forget the words are, and I'm sure you guys know the words. Basically, you say another helping of noodles, and they'll give you another free. So, like, you finish everything, and you leave some soup in your bowl, and they'll dump, like, literally a whole nother, like, they'll cook up noodles for you in the basket. They got this little basket on a metal thing, and they shake, like, they just shake the
Long
water out on the
strainer, yeah.
floor. It's so cool. Like, it's like dumping beer on a bar floor. Like, so they have like the mats back there, and they pull it out of the water vat after they cooked your little batch of noodles, and they'll like go whoosh, they'll just slap it and the water goes all over the floor. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. They're just dumping water all over the floor. And then they'll like put it in the bowl for you, and then you can dump the bowl, like that bowl of noodles, into your whatever you have left. So once you finish your noodles, you get a second helping of noodles. You're talking about double carbs.
Double carbs.
There's your double carbs.
Double
You finish it
carbs.
and you get a free extra helping of noodles. It's like a second bowl of ramen without having to pay for it. It's so awesome.
So I have a bit of a flex. So you know what this is? For those
Oh,
of
is
you
that the
who try-
banana? Is that the
This is
Tokyo banana?
Tokyo banana. That's
Tokyo
right.
banana. I know what
Tokyo
that was.
banana. So for those of you guys who don't know what this is, Tokyo banana. Imagine the world's softest, most rich banana bread tasting Twinkie in your life.
It's funny you said that because I would have described it as the best banana flavored Twinkie you ever had.
It is the best banana flavored Twinkie you'll ever have in your life. That's not
it's
not
so
greasy.
Funny. Your description is exactly the same as my description, and you're right. It's not greasy. It doesn't have that
It's not
greasy side.
It is.
of
It's
Twinkie.
light. It's fluffy. It just smells like the best banana in the
Did you get
world.
in the JR station?
No, a friend of mine gave this to me.
Like, so what these are, there's like Tokyo bananas, and they have special flavors in certain shops. So like a cream filling in the middle. And there's certain
Banana
ones
cream.
will have certain
Excellent.
flavors you can get, and they're in different areas. I remember this. And you have to go to like a certain station, and usually these things are down in the JR station, like when you leave the subway. So, Tokyo banana.
A friend of mine from Zudahashi gave me a box.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not complaining. I get to go to the bar, drink, and they give me free stuff. So
So 4th of July.
yes, 4th of July.
Since we've been talking about working out,
But what did
Tokyo,
you do for 4th of July, John?
like literally, I worked today. I did some design work, making some new patches for shameless self promotion here, patchfiend.com. Do my patches. I made 2 new designs that are going off to production today. So today was like art day. So I went like creative mode and barrel down. Also, and I did accounting. So today was like part that and part accounting day with the producer helping. So got all that done because it's like kind of wrapped the last month. So I had to do all the boring business stuff. Then after all of that, went to the gym. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
Masaki, just to answer your question, I didn't even know I liked them until, I was like, well, my friend gave these to me and I didn't want to put them to waste. And I've never tried it before. Oh, what the heck? Had one. And I'm like, it'd be really good with this glass of milk. Then I had another one with a glass of milk. Then I had a third one. I'm like, nah, I got to stop. I got to stop. It's so good.
Pivoting on this, milk.
Yeah. Sorry, the derailed you. I just saw Masaki's question.
No, I'm going to derail. We're going to go back.
That.
Maybe we're talking about this. So Masaki, since we got you here too, since he's like Don Donkey. You can get this Japanese milk in a carton.
Yes.
Is
it the Hokkaido milk?
The Hokkaido milk.
It's so good.
Epic.
I'm right there with you.
Dude. Like, I've got one in the fridge. It is the most epic milk I know we're talking milk. Like, it's milk.
Yeah.
This is the most epic milk you could ever have.
Dude, this is milk that you just want to sip. It's
so
good.
You don't if you mix it with anything, it still makes it even better. It takes it up. Like, but you just sip the milk, you're like, how do they make milk this good?
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing.
Like, what are they feeding these cows?
Yeah, like what do they do? They're like playing classical music or lo-fi hip hop or whatever it is.
Oh my god, like this milk, it is wow, it is some luxurious.
Hang on, I've got one unopened. I'm gonna bring it and show you the one. Hang on,
yes,
let me go get it.
Yes, do it. So, and here's the crazy part. So when you go to Hokkaido, they still, like, at least with the hotel that I was staying in, they were still serving milk in individual glass bottles, and the guy dressed up like an old, like 1920s milkman with milk cartons with glass bottles of milk filling up the milk machine.
All right.
It was the most epic thing ever.
Let me see if we get light.
Oh yeah, the Hokkaido. Yes. Have you tried the purple one, the lavender one?
That's all they have is this one.
Yeah, no doubt, because it gets sold out all the time.
Yeah, that's all they have is this one right here. So it's 1 liter of milk. I'm not gonna tell you how much I paid for it because it's freaking.
It's obscene how much
obscene.
We pay for this.
Yeah, it's obscene expensive.
It's like paying for gasoline.
I tried it one time. So they have it in like the tiny little, the little juice box size ones, like the little micro juice. So I got one of those one time. I went through Don Donkey. I was like, oh, it's kind of like, all right, cool. So producer and I were walking through and we're like, oh, that's kind of neat. Let's get one of those and try it out. So it comes with a little straw, like juice box. You stab it through a little hole. It's like the micro size of this. Got a straw, you sip on it. And it was just like, what is this?
How is this? Like, what is this milk?
How is this a thing? How is this even real? And like, okay, so we went back buy 2 at a time. So
it's I think a good way
cost a kidney, seriously.
Oh yeah. I think a good way to describe it is like if you guys enjoy milk, like if you're I love drinking milk. If you're a milk drinker and you like the taste of milk, now imagine that milk flavor dialed up to 11. It's just the most rich, creamy, but it doesn't feel heavy. You don't feel like, whoa, I just drank a meal. But it's got that rich, creamy, very, very, very milky flavor to it. And it's something about it, man. It's so good.
Like if you want to make the best latte you've ever had in your life, you just want to drink milk by itself. If you want to do a milkshake,
I feel so guilty drinking milk by itself, and I drink that, and I was just like, it's epic milk.
How are we again doing we're doing the 4th of July show, and this is like a promo for Japan.
Hey, this is what I've been telling Masaki towards the end of our shows. Every time towards the end of our shows, it's like a sponsorship spot by the Japanese Bureau of Tourism.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah. So I mean, seriously, there's so many amazing things you have to try. And I don't know, like importing this, I'm sure it costs it's expensive here just simply because it's that. I mean, you have to keep it cold. This is the Tetra Pak, the aseptic pack, so like it can ship warm. Thank goodness. But yeah, this one, I'm sure there's better ones than this. I'm sure there's
some other Hokkaido ones too. Like there's one that's got like lavender print, so it's literally from like their lavender fields. Like I think the herd or wherever is
grazing on lavender.
And I don't think they're grazing on lavender, but they're from that area.
Okay.
Right. And then there's like I hate to say generic Hokkaido milk, but like there's generic Hokkaido milk, which is just like regular Hokkaido milk. And there's that one. There's a few other ones out there that are like they got their own little twist and they got their own little unique flavors. But my God, it's so good.
Yeah. Oh yes, there's a better one. Wait till you come back next time. See, Masaki's already. Masaki's got a notepad out. And he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So
Tokyo
these
banana.
idiots want to drink milk and
Drink-
go to the gym.
Go
Okay.
to the gym, do a body fat scale, drink milk, get marked bananas from Tokyo. What else? I mean, like that's the list. I'll tell you, the sweet Japan. I'm not gonna lie. For those of you that have never gone, once once Japan finally unlocks, it's like you finally actually gets open for open tourism. If you haven't done it, spend a little bit of money. Yeah, don't. Alan's like milk after onsen. Yes, milk before
Done.
onsen.
It's down 100%.
Yeah, I am down. Like onsen, milk, done. For real, if you haven't gone to Japan, go. And I'm not saying it's like just for the food experience. Absolutely for the food experience. Like Taiwan has amazing food. Japan has amazing food. You got to come to Asia. Like, and I know there's a lot of people in chat here that are like, we're here. Like, we kind of take it for granted. Like, I take it for granted. I go back to the States and I eat some great food. I'm like, oh my God, America has some great food. Then I come back here and then I miss so much. Like being away for a month, I missed so many things. I realized I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for real. I would never imagine like there has been a time when I was like, man, I'm hurting for some sushi. I'll settle for a California roll.
no.
That was me in Seattle. Towards the end of that stay, I was like, Whole Foods sushi. Oh, who cares? I'll bite the bullet.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But friends don't let friends do gas station sushi. Never.
No, we never.
That's a never. Yeah. Right. But I don't know, man. Yeah, sushi's one of the things. There's so many God, there's so much good food.
I think a good way to put it is, hey, there's still a bit of pandemic restriction on this side of the world. So I think if it's your goal or your bucket list to come over to this side of the world, you hit Japan, Taiwan, hey, no better time to save up now with an actual real, possibility of you coming soon. Yeah. Right. Because, we kept on saying this through 2020, through 2021. I mean, you and I, we both know, Jono, that in the back of our heads, I guess wasn't going to open anytime soon. But I felt like if we continually be Debbie Downers and just look at like, oh, it's never going to open, we're never going to get back to normal. It's just so depressing to think so. So we always wanted to say, oh, it's going to open soon. It's going to happen. We got to be positive. Right. And now things are actually, now starting to phase reopen, and I think we were talking about this at the office, like Masaki and Ryan and I were talking about this at the office, is like, yeah, we may not want the city to be super bombarded with tourists everywhere again. Yeah. So number one, we should enjoy it as much as we can right now. But at the same time, we also want all our favorite shops and places where we shop and hang out with to survive. So we kind of want the tourists to come back. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want my favorite ramen place or my favorite sushi place or sashimi place down at the market to close. I want them to be able to flourish and make money and survive. So I do kind of want the tourists to come back.
Like looking at where I live, the area I'm in, like, so when I first came here, I stayed in this same area. Like the very first hotel I ever stayed in Taiwan is probably like 2 blocks that way at an angle. Like, just a 5-minute walk. And that was and I remember I was so jet lagged. I was only here for like 4 days. I was here for the G&G event they had, like the competition they had. It was years and years and years ago. And I was so jet lagged, I never recovered while I was here. I was only here for like 4 days. And I ended up staying, and like at night I would just wander this area. I was like, this is so cool, like by myself, out in the streets, just walk around. Everything's kind of like half closed, just kind of checking the place out just because I couldn't sleep. I'd take a nap for a while, wake up, jet lag was so bad. And I was like, this is pretty neat. I remember this area clearly, and it was lively. It had a lot of stuff. And then during the daytime, it's just bustling, full of tourists. All the tourists always come here. Then, now, flash forward, I'd say like 20% of this is like for rent. Like shuttered for rent, like gates closed, like for rent sign, nobody in there. And like 30% of it's lost. Like people still travel to this area to come like domestic tourism because it's so popular. It's kind of the entertainment district, but it's not like flooded with the foreigners like it used to be. And it's kind of lost a little bit of its luster. And I feel like that needs to come back. And I'm sure it's the same way you're seeing in areas of Osaka and when you go to Tokyo, Akihabara, Shinjuku. They're still lively, but they've lost some of the sparkle because there's not the extra money coming in to keep everything like super nice, right? There's not the surplus of the tourism money. So,
yeah, it'll be good for everybody. At the end of the day, to see, domestic tourism still going on here, to see packed streets when I go down to, Nipponbashi or Shinsabashi or Namba or wherever. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, there's still some life and some momentum here, which is good. But at the same time, sometimes when I just stroll down Kurama Market or some other places, and I was like, oh man, I remember that place. That place used to have good, good food, or oh, this place used to be super bustling, in the early hours, and now it's kind of closed now. And it's a bit sad, kind of going to see it. It's good to see all the people that I always go and visit. Like there's this one stall down in Kurama Market. They serve tuna. And they're still there, which is good. I try to go and have one thing from them every time I go to Kurama Market. So whether I'm really hungry or not, just try to go do it.
Support them.
Why not? Yeah. So I always have my ramen, and I would always go to the tuna stall.
There you go.
Always got to have my Toro, man. It's so good. Yeah.
Otoro.
Oh yeah. I'm getting into the Chutoro now. Kind of like the medium. The medium fat one, or like the more red one,
I like the really lean.
Once in a while, I treat myself to some Otoro, but I try to look for a little bit more lean.
So Otoro, by the way, is
medium Toro.
The part of the tuna that's like super fatty. You can see the white fat ripple through it.
Yeah, it's always good to go find some good tuna. Always good. Yeah. Oh, speaking of tuna, one of our colleagues caught a tuna a couple weeks ago.
How big?
And then, oh man, bro, like
this huge.
Boy,
oh my god,
was like this. And in the pictures, it looked gigantic.
Well, yeah, because they always like hold it like it's look at my fish.
But like it wasn't a small fish; it was a big boy. It was a big boy. And then, man, he brought the catch back to the office. He bought some of the blocks back to the office, sliced it up, served it to us. Oh wow, it was. Man, that was special. That was something else. Not gonna lie, thick tuna steak. Wow, that was something else. That was wow. That was an experience for sure.
Kura, like the sushi, the rotating sushi place, Kura.
Mm-hmm.
Asian with that. I was looking at chat. He said the only place you can find Toro here is at Kura here in the Midwest. So there's Toro and Otoro, right?
So yeah. So that's something I think like a lot of people get a misconception on, because like tuna, like maguro in general, a lot of people, if you kind of go eat it at just your run-of-the-mill sushi place, that the super red color one that looks like it's just like injected with red food coloring, nobody likes it. Nobody, like even the producer told me, she's never ever liked it. Tuna sushi or tuna sashimi. She's never liked it until we went to like a nice fancy omakase, Japanese chef dinner for her birthday one time. And then we had some fresh maguro flown in from Japan the night before. And then she finally had good tuna sashimi for the first time in her life. And she's like, wow, okay, I get it. I know why. I get it. This just doesn't compare. It just does not compare. And I think that's a lot of things like with having sashimi here versus anywhere else is, number one, they know how to do it. They do it right here. This is Japan. Number two, it's just, you just can't beat how fresh it is here.
Well, that's like one of the staple foods. Like you look at like the staple foods is like 5 or 6 or 7 that are like your go-to Japanese foods, and that's one that's like universal.
And it's just like having barbecue. You cannot get better barbecue outside of the US. It is just impossible.
Yeah. Oh, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
So Asian with Hats, like I didn't know you had a Kura there. That's interesting. So I've got a Kura. They're all over Taiwan. They got Kura and these other ones, Soshiro is the two competing brands here for the large scale revolving sushi places.
Yeah, yeah, David. Yeah, they have I like most of the Toro. It's just straight up, just put it in my mouth. I'm just give it to me.
Yeah, let's give it
just,
to me.
just give it to me. I don't care.
Producer loves salmon. So
Same thing for my producer, but she has really come around on the maguro, on the tuna, and
yeah,
which is good. And I told her, I said, like, just wait till you get here, and then we'll start. I would love to start introducing her to a little bit more like whitefish. There's just the white fleshed fish.
Yeah.
There's the whitefish, bonito, which is so good.
we get pretty decent fish here because we're so close to
for
you.
sure, yeah, man.
So anything import, if we get to get imported, it's like super. It's easy to get, right? We're fishing close-ish waters, so it's not so bad.
She likes squid too, of course.
Yeah.
Taco.
So initially,
Some squid and some octopus.
oh yeah, Chutoro. I'll tell you what, Uncle Alan, the producer still says that Peruvian place you took us to in SoCal is her number one place she ate in the States. Like hands down, like I asked her, like better than even like the Mexican food, the burrito. She was like, oh, this Baja burrito is like the best thing I ever had, like the surf and turf kind of like Baja style burritos. And then when you took her there, it capped it. That is still the cap food. The number one thing she had in the States was a Peruvian Japanese fusion restaurant that Alan took us to. He's like, oh man, we got to take you to this. Like, as soon as he knew, it's like, oh, we're going here. And we went there. Number one. Like, it is still like, she's like, oh my God, she dreams of that place. So, Hamachi.
Okay, Alan, I can't wait for you to be back in town.
Yeah, get to see you guys, man. I'm looking forward to November.
Yes.
We're gonna have to do a major hopped up episode with the chat. There's so many people that are in this chat right here that are going to be in Japan in November. And I think we're gonna have to do like
we can do it.
Maybe we should do like a big group. I can set it up, man. I can get. If you have a cam link, we can do multiple cam links. We can do 2 cam links. We can do as many as we got USB ports.
By the time you get here, yes, that'll happen. Producer, I think you'll be here by then.
So we can have multiple cameras. We can get a couple people per camera. I think we can multi-mic. I'm pretty sure, Mark, you and I can figure out how to like from a tech standpoint, to get 5 or 6 or 7 people on the show.
Yeah.
With mics and everything.
I think what we'll do is, I'm sure if we wanted to, we can probably either do it at the office after hours, in the studio area.
Okay.
Or we can always come and invade my place. So it's all good.
Yeah. I think it'll be after, because like the time of like, if it's going to be like every year I've been to the owners show before, the Crytek owner show, it's going to be like slam busy, crazy, awesome, amazing, like everything happening while we're in the Tokyo Chiba area.
Yeah.
And then when we get to Osaka, which is the part that I've never gone back to, usually I'm like, all right, cool, I'm done. Come back, then I think that portion will be more chill-ish.
Yeah.
And we'll have more time to do those things.
I think what we could do is, because during the I don't want to get too much into the spoilers of what we're going to be doing, but there is a day where we travel back from Tokyo. It's not going to be a Monday, but there is a day where we travel back.
Okay.
And we may have some time that day that's kind of like a semi-open. So I'm thinking, since we're all of us going to be traveling back from Tokyo, and we may just all go to the office and say hi to everybody, we can just I'll bring my gear prior and just leave it at the office.
I'll have my gear with me, of course. I'll be filming the whole time.
I'll just leave my stuff at the office, and then we can do like an hour and a half hopped up. Then, I mean, it may not be on Monday. It may not be at the usual times that we do it, because, we also want to do some other things as well. I'm sure people at the office want to come and hang out with us. But we may do just a live thing, just impromptu. We'll probably let you guys know like a couple days in advance so you guys can tune in. We want to have everybody as possible on the show. anyone like anyone coming to the owners event, I'm sure we want to feature them, right? So we'll have some new faces, some returning faces. So I'm pretty sure you
Yeah, I
guys
think it'd be
will
good.
like that. Yeah.
Be really good. I want to film a bunch of shorts with you guys. There's a lot of things.
Yes.
So,
Oh, okay. So before we end the show, okay. So I am going to just announce this now. Later on this week I actually have a little bit of time. Um, Instagram for Hopped Up will be up this week.
good.
Discord for Hopped Up will be up this week.
There's so many times I take photos of food. I'm like, wow, I've got to take a photo.
Yes.
This would be so awesome to put on our IG. We don't have one. Because I
Yeah.
know you get the Facebook, and I want them kind of linked, right? So you own
Yeah.
the Facebook, so
So Facebook is going to be a pain in the butt because Meta Business Suite is so annoying.
don't even get me started with my
Bro.
day job, my airsoftology stuff. Like doing
Yeah.
the meta, like every time I try to link it to my IG, and it's like, oh, you've linked your shop because I got a shop. Then it's like, oh, it doesn't link now. Like it's so
much.
frustrating.
Oh, it's such a hassle.
It's constant nightmare.
Yeah, it's not fun. So I think what we'll do is, yeah, so this week I'll Hopped Up IG will be up 100%.
Cool.
Hopped Up Discord
Just
will
make
be
it
up
separate.
100%.
All you do is
And
post.
then
We don't care about making money in Meta for business,
Yeah.
like garbage. Let's just make an IG, post some food, post some stuff we
for
talk
sure.
about. Post things like this, like picture of the milk, and just I don't know. We can do. We
Yeah,
can do
sorry,
constant
Razvan.
feeds.
sorry, Razvan. I think I saw that it notified me, but every time I fired up messages for Hopped Up's Facebook Messenger, it wants to link me to my Meta Business Suite. And when it links me to my Meta Business Suite, it links me to my work stuff. And then it's just a big confusing jumble of Facebook stupidity. And it makes life so difficult.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna open up the IG
Open a
and
new
open
account,
up-
fresh, separate, new
And
email.
and
Use by the
we're
way,
gonna
use
do-
our Gmail account I've created.
yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do
use
that.
the
And,
Gmail, and then that way everything just
Yeah.
separate.
I will not link the Facebook and Instagram together. I'll keep them separate.
That's
I
fine.
I
Totally
don't
cool.
mind. Yeah, I don't mind posting the same thing twice. It's
Yeah.
it's easy for me. And also Instagram is just a little bit easier platform to post on. I rather keep our Facebook platform for me notifying everybody for shows.
'Cause Facebook's
and-
so whatever, and
sending
then
links.
I can always, as long as you give it IG that I can have access to, I can
Yeah,
do some
you
quickie
will.
reels, I can do some stories, I can do all kinds of stuff.
Wiki reels.
Yeah, like all that
Make
stuff.
it PG-13, please.
OF reels, baby. Hopped up OF. Sign up.
Pay us to keep our clothes on.
Yeah, exactly. It's a reverse OF. It's FO. F. If you want to look at that acronym, you'll know
Yeah,
what
so-
FO stands
so yeah,
for. Anyway,
so-
bad joke. Moving on.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll have something out there. So yeah, I think I want most of our announcements and YouTube links and stuff like that to live on our Facebook side. And then so when I'm sharing videos, when I'm sharing clips and snippets, I'll keep that for Facebook and use that as a platform for you guys to share. I think it's a little bit easier than Instagram, but for all of our media and photos and stories and stuff like that, we'll keep that strictly on Instagram. And I think that'll be a little bit more fun for you guys to follow and for you
IG's a
guys to
better
share.
platform, I feel like, to work with, to be honest.
Outside of it not being able to do links properly, everything else is a way better platform to use.
Yeah.
So we'll do that, and then I will go and make the Discord sometime this week, and I'll put that in the Facebook.
And
so
happy
you guys can
4th
go.
of July Japan episode.
Yes. So
So basically, there's no fireworks here. Nobody celebrates, and it's cool. But hey, we had a great show. I maybe just change the name of the show. Like,
I
Happy
think
4th
it's
of
okay.
Japan?
No, I think the title is just fine. We did talk about the 4th of July, and we're drinking American.
we
drinks.
are drinking American. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, the best part about the show is we just, hell, to be honest, at this point, we've done this number 42. We don't even we kind of just rough plan it, and it's
I
just
know. I feel like
becomes a chat with you
everybody.
guys.
I think everybody enjoys our free flow, anyways, and we get to interact with the chat. And
Well,
it's
it's just
and
friends
it's great that,
talking.
yeah, and it's great. Hey, at least we always stay topical, right? We always talk about what's going on. We stay topical, we keep you guys company, whether you're driving into work or like bumped in today driving, you'll get grilling stuff,
Yep.
we're always here to keep you company.
Or
Razvan,
Razvan getting ready
you
to go
know,
to the beach.
getting ready to go to the beach, and you have us talking in the background. Yo, man,
Jealous.
if we can do it, we can do it. That's what
Jealous.
we're here for, keeping you guys company
Yeah.
while you're folding laundry.
Yeah, or driving to work, like I said, driving to school, whatever you're doing.
That's right. That's
Good
right.
times.
Well, I think that's a good place to
It is.
close it up.
Man, we love you guys.
Yes.
Happy
we love
4th
all
if you
of
celebrate.
Yes.
If not, hey, it's cool. We don't
Yeah,
hate
it's
you
all
that
good.
much. We probably
Stu,
Yeah, Stu.
the only Brit in here.
The one day of the year we're all like,
Stu, you gotta bring some other British folk in this show, man. You're getting outnumbered today
yeah, man.
on Treason Day.
Bring your treason day.
Okay, so actually, before we end the show, I do want to answer Anto's question. Anto did ask me a question. Do I miss any of the food from Hong Kong? The producer
Kucha.
kind of lol. The producer kind of hit the nail on the head. Yes and no. I don't really miss a lot of the food there. Maybe because it's just I've lived there for so long, been a little bit jaded. I miss the people there. I miss my friends that are back in Hong Kong. I wish they can come and visit. You know, I miss the hanging out around the food. I guess I can't believe I actually miss the Southern restaurant there, Graceland. If you're in Hong Kong, make sure you go hit them up. They're
So it's
fantastic.
you miss like the
restaurants.
social aspect of the food.
Yeah,
not
I
the
miss
food
the
itself.
social aspect. I've always said, if people who talk to me, I've always said my favorite food in Hong Kong is stuff the producer makes, producer's family makes, my grandparents make, and everything else. I hate to say it, but it's true. It's like if you had one thing at one place, you've had it all. Right? You can only make a siu mai that good. Right.
Yeah.
You cannot make it
Although
any
I
better.
can't get barbecue buns here as good as I can in Hong Kong.
And you know, as again, maybe it's because I've lived there for a little too long and like a bit jaded on it, but I don't really miss too much. I miss the social aspect around the food. I miss going to certain places that I really enjoyed going because I've made genuine connections with maybe the staff there or maybe the owners or friends of mine. And the aspect of going to support my friends or to go hang out with my friends, the food is just extra. So, you know,
Gotcha.
is there anything specifically that I miss? Not really. Because if I just looked at it as Asian food, well, I got way better Asian food here, right? And you know, I eat a lot of Japanese food when I was in Hong Kong anyways. And I can also get dumplings and, you know, siu mai and all that stuff here, which is just as good, if not better. So, you know, again, nothing against Hong Kong. It's just it's a closed chapter of my life, and it's not something that I look back on like, oh, I wish I could just go and spend some time with my friends, or I wish they could come here and visit here so I can finally show them around. You know, that would be something I would enjoy. Yeah. So in a roundabout way, Anto, I hope I answered your question in some way. Not a complete no, but not a yes. So
Ho Chi Young, answer your question. November 5th is the anchor date of the trip.
Yes.
There'll be a bumper before and after.
Yes.
So that's the actual day of the proper event that's going to happen in Chiba, outside of Tokyo. So that's the anchor date. I would say it's going to be bumpered both ends.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys are wondering what event we're talking about the Crytek Owners Meeting Volume 5. If you want more information, go to www.lilacs.com. Thought I was going to say the other one, huh? Go to lilacs.com. And on the sliders, you will find, on our web banner, you will find the link. Click on the link. Application and more information will be coming soon, but our official date is announced. If you are living in Japan, and if you own a Crytek, you're more than welcome to, try your luck at the lottery system. It is an open invite, but tickets are by lottery. So because we don't want to cap it, we don't want to make the event too super huge where there's too many people where we can't really give everybody a good time. We want to keep it small and intimate where everybody has fun. Everybody gets to experience everything. Everybody gets to get the vibe going. You know, we want to keep it an intimate event. Also, you know, it generates good hype. You know, I really like the hype around it. People are very anticipating.
I've always liked the feel
this,
of the event. It's the right amount of people.
Yeah.
You do it right.
Yeah.
I've been a few times now. It's
Yeah.
so good. It's so much
It's
fun.
it's the right size.
feel. It's the right vibe. It's the right size. It's the right number of vendors. Everybody's like there. The spirit's there, and you don't feel like you're jammed in where you can't see everything, but you don't feel like, well, it's noon and I'm done. Right?
I mean, Stu,
perfect.
if you can convince Jono to let you come as his cameraman, I mean, I'm sure Bill would need some footage. So
Yeah.
I'm just putting that out there.
We'll talk. Stu, you got my DMs. Here, slide in my DMs, bro. Slide
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. Hey, Stu, if you want to do some stuff for Bill, because I know Bill is good friends with us too. I'm sorry, guys, we're getting a little bit in the weeds
the
for
weeds,
like
yeah.
work
We're a
talk,
little
but
work
like,
here.
but I just want to say, I just put this out there, Stu. If you need to do some stuff for Bill, and you think this would be a good opportunity for Bill, hit Jono, hit me, and then hit Misaki, and then we can try to work something out.
We'll find a way. There's
for sure.
creative solutions.
Yeah.
So
With that said, if you're in town and you're a Crytek owner and you feel
and maybe
feeling
Japan
lucky,
might change between now and November,
Yes.
and you have a Crytek.
but if you're
in
overseas,
Japan,
don't bring your gun. If you're coming, do not
shoots
not
too
bring your
hot.
gun.
I promise.
Don't even bring your gear, please.
I bring like a chest rig, maybe. Usually I'm just
You
shoving
don't have
mags.
to.
I'm usually
We
shoving
will-
mags in pockets. Actually, usually Misaki
we will
loans
provide.
me something.
Yeah.
Misaki loans me something. Yeah.
I'm just gonna come and say it. We will make sure y'all taken care of. So don't worry. Between Ryan Sensei and I, y'all taken care of.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have like the matrix wall of gear and stuff. So
Saki's got so many cool things planned for this event, and
Looking forward to
Ryan and I have been tasked with to make sure everybody is armed to the teeth and ready to have a good time. So
I'm gonna have to pick up Mitch's slack. I've been like, dude,
somebody has to.
no, right? Like, it's gonna be fun. We gotta try this.
It's gonna be good, guys. It's gonna be a great year. Until then,
Guys,
stay
see you next
hopped up.
episode. Next
Yep.
Monday, same bad time, same bad jam.
That's right.
But until then, like Mark said, stay
Stay hopped up, everybody.
hopped up, everybody. See you guys.
Bye.